Okay, I moved to, I will say the rain is less annoying here. I think your thoughts change a little bit when the camera's on you. I was looking out at the rain thinking, I'm playing like, I've been playing songs, looking for nostalgia kind of songs, and I bumped into I Shot the Sheriff. And I didn't shoot the deputy. That was quite a nostalgia song. Things are bad right now. I'm in a bad phase of my life. Thinking about cash flow and the job right now, whatever this new job is. I can't see it lasting as long as the last job, to be fair. Just because of not only how far away it is, but the fact that the staff are just not communicating. Also, you know, my dad's hip problems and I need to get a flat. I need full-time work somewhere just to fool the estate agent so I can get into a flat. Now after that it's like, you know, I'm old, feel old now, I've got grey hair and balding. I'm only balding because of the fucking hair dye bullshit. Fucking made me feel old really early when that happened. It went on for like years. It was like 2012 my hair started falling out after the hair dye was used. Bad batch of nature tint. Semi-persuaded by my ex-girlfriend to dye my hair. Yeah, and now it's just going like grey. People connect like going grey or going bald to stress. I don't know whether to believe that or not. It doesn't sound like a physically true thing to me, so I'm inclined not to believe it, but I don't know. If it's true, there's been plenty of stress in my life, but everyone has stress, I guess, in some way or another. So why is everyone not bald? I'm also thinking like, try and get the flat, and then at this stage of my life, I want to get a girlfriend, maybe to get married and have kids. But then it's also like, oh, it's just such a fucking minefield. I've seen so many other men go through that minefield. You know, they hook up with a girl, they think it's going to be alright, the girl turns on them, there's a sticky, messy divorce. Girl keeps the kids' custody, most of the custody of the children. You don't get to see your own children, and you don't get the love of your girlfriend either anymore. And then that whole relationship's kind of soured. And I think there's some court thing that makes you pay money from your work. It's a child support bullshit thing. Like the state, the government forcing you to pay money for the support of your child. It's like, what is this about? No. That should be entirely your choice, how you raise your kid and where your money goes, whether it goes to them at all or not. But anyway, people like breakups shouldn't even be happening these days. Feminism has destroyed relationships. Like breakups are just every relationship. Most people, a lot of married couples divorce. That's what started happening early in the 90s, and then it turned into like people hardly get married, and then it's like bullshit like girls only going out with men for sex, and then they just keep moving between hundreds of different partners. And now obviously in this current era we're in, we've got those idiots who fucked like 100 to 1,000 people in a day. Like the most reduction and demeaning of relationships that you can get. About as far away from a committed long-term relationship you can get, where what should be happening is you meet a girl when you are like a teenager, early teen, you go out with that girl, start having sex and stuff with them at like whatever legal ages, should be 18, from 18, and you stay with that girl through your life to old age, and then you both die, or one of you dies first or whatever, but whoever, one of you dies and that parts you, and then don't date anyone else. That's the ideal goal, I think, for a boy and a girl to meet when they are young and stay together for their entire life, and death is what does them part. That's the absolute pristine, perfect goal that every human should be trying to attain. And nobody, I'm not going to say nobody's achieved it, I bet there have been some people who've achieved that. That's like there's the bodybuilder's goal to be the biggest, strongest bodybuilder. There's the boxer's goal to be the biggest, champion heavyweight boxer. There's the athlete runner's goal to be the fastest running human in the world. But then there's just like basic goals that all of us should be trying to achieve, like get together with a partner and keep them for life and have kids with them and don't break up. That's a huge goal. Our goals are like just be healthy so you don't get fucking diseases. There's a very simple goal that everyone should be trying to attain, which is don't be fat. Don't get fat. And if you get fat, spend your life at that time trying to not be fat anymore. It's your goal orientation for that. When I think about, like, if I got with a girl to get married and had kids right now, it wouldn't really work well. Not just because, like, do I love this girl and she might break up with me and every girl I've met up to now is breaking up with me, but also, like, if we were to stay together and it did work raising the kids, it wouldn't actually work raising the kids because of this bullshit socialist society we're living in, where, you know, after lockdown, government reached in its disgusting, gnarly, long fingers into our life, like a fucking marsupial trying to shove its fingers down a tree branch to get insects or syrup out or something. Just like prying fingers, like the alien queen in Aliens, like trying to shove its fingers in the grating to capture newt. It's like, that's the government now, ever since 2020. And how you meant to raise a kid in that? Homeschool your kids for one thing. Definitely homeschool your kids, which is difficult to do. But before that, you know, you've got to make sure, you've got to detach from government, become self-sufficient, get yourself arms. So that means probably living in America. Live as far away. I mean, they've still got an authoritarian government, whether it's Trump or whether it's Hillary Clinton or Obama or Biden. It doesn't matter who's at the top. That's a government that needs to be overthrown and will be tyrannical and authoritarian while it exists and tax the fuck out of you. So you'd have to live far away from government influence, no matter what country you're in. Probably do everything that you do illegally on purpose. Then you can have guns, whatever part of the world you live in, because, you know, you're not even abiding by the laws or rules of the country. You don't have to pay taxes. If you just don't pay taxes, just don't comply to bullshit. I mean, it's theft anyway. There is no paying taxes. Taxation is theft. You're just having money stolen from you. Yeah, just become self-sufficient, detach from the government, go far from its influence, and most importantly, like, raise your kid without any connection to the internet, without any connection to the new world, without any connection to other kids who have not been vetted for being in the same sort of situation. So ideally you'd have to have a small group of you to have kids at the same time and raise them in the same way. You could protect each other. You don't want it to be collectivist though. That's a problem you'd face. Yeah. Then if you're like let's say you're 4 sets of parents raising your kids away from government with the idea to do this, then the kids have other kids to play with and, you know, potentially, you know, do that thing where you find a girl at an early age, not a super early age, but teens, you can fall in love as a teen and start fucking around when you're 18. But, you know, if you're raised with other families who are all kind of like-minded, then you can, like, that can be a, you know, as long as they're male kids and female kids being born, let's say 2 families have male kids, 2 families have female kids, those kids can get together and be married. It sort of be like an arranged marriage, I guess, but it would work for keeping government out, and it would work for raising your kids homeschooled and not indoctrinated by socialism. Just keep on raising kids in those little kind of ways. Eventually you end up with your own diaspora, don't you, I suppose? And the next step on from a diaspora is getting a country for yourself. And then I guess that might be another backdoor route into Ancapistan. Become powerful without them knowing it. and then you are powerful, and then they can't do much about it. Defend your own country. You got enough countrymen. That went off real tangent hopping, didn't it? God, it got really dark out here. It's so dark. Look at this. I guess it's 4:20. I don't know when the sun sets. The sun must set like just before 6 or something. I have to figure it out. It's been so rainy, I haven't been able to figure out when the fuck sunset has got to. Oh, yep, I tangent hopped. This is a hodgepodge mishmash, isn't it?
Thank you for watching.